Go set. Right set. Right set. Right set. There goes set. Set. Go set. Right set. There go set. Go 80. Right set. There go set. Right set. Go set. Go 80. Go ready. Right set. We go set. Right set. We go set. Ready. Right set. We go set. Right set. Set. Right set. We go set. Right set. We go set. Right set. Right set. Right set. We go set. Right set. Go set. 81. Right set. We go set. Elevate. Right set. We go set. Right set. We go set. Right set. We go set. Set. We go set. Right set. We go set. Right set. Set. Ready, set. Ready, set.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant.
Mike 50.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Bang, 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 bang. Showing it, showing it. Check 99, check 99.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Echo.
On 1st down, Pennington to the right side to Eric Ebron. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
First carry for Josh Jacobs, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
To throw on 2nd down, Pennington. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now. 60 yards.
We got it, we got it. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while. Let your defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Josh Jacobs. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Right there in the middle, 55. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Mark 55. Mark 8. Stop your football. Mike 55.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna make the Come on. You bet.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here's Newton. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
1st and 10 at the
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Pennington. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun, Pennington. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, wide open receiver, complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Newton now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a 1st down here. Going to give this time to the tailback. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check. Big edge. Check nickel.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
2nd and 1. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Down. 90 Wolf.
Here we go.
Hey, Foxtrot.
On 1st and 10, Pennington. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw again, Pennington. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Go.
Off the play fake. Pennington. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
Here you go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try the left side. It's Bennett, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Let's get it.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
We go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready, break.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Go.
4 down.
Clear. 5.
Back to throw. Pennington. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Gun.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Now Newton. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 13. Check 13. 20.
Throwing again is Newton. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26.
First down, Kansas City.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run on first down. It's Bennett, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Tighten up, tighten up.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Now Newton on first down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Gun. 8.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Bennett, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
I don't think you got it, son. Hey, come on. Let's go right here. Right there.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Pennington. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, Pennington going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'd be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Taking a deep shot here for into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielding no points. Now it's the offense's turn. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Watch the edge.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Exit. 27 Mike. 27. It's a party now. Gun.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton going for the deep ball. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Watch out.
Looking to throw. Pennington looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Slam, slam, slam. Shift.
Hey, Charlie.
Lightning.
Ready.
Back to throw. Pennington going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They run it with Jacobs, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
20. Great.
On 1st down, Bennett. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Okay. 180.
I got it. Double tight. We got three,
Off play action, Newton. Finding room at the 30. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. For big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
40.
Ready.
I got it.
Gun.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bennett. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Throwing is Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Hey, high 7.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh 1st. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Exit.
Operating from the gun, Pennington. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
What we got?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. Sheds another. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mike 50. Hey, defense, let's go. Check three.
61, matchbox lights. Get it.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, it's Jacobs. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Protein spill. Ready.
They go with Jacobs. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Hey, zoom. Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. And now it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Pennington. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. From the gun, Pennington. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Kill, 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 kill.
Go.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Operating from the gun, Pennington. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Come on here, come get some.
Looking to throw. Pennington. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Chiefs, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head